Hey guys, I'm Mimi Verde, and today I'm going to be showing you my favorite products for oily skin, which is going to include a foundation, concealers, primers, setting sprays, and powders. And these are going to be, pretty much all my favorite products that I use, and it's going to be, I'm including drugstore and high-end, so let's just jump right in. The first one that I have is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This is in the shade Desert Beige. I think this one is $4 or $5 if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't have a pump, but it has like a little spatula thing. I mean, it makes it pretty easy to put the foundation on. I really do like it. It blends out really good. It does last pretty good. I do have some oils that will tend to come out on my nose. Other than that, it is pretty good. The only thing I will say is that it doesn't really blend with my concealer. The only concealer that I've tried with it is this one, the Kylie Cosmetics. But yeah, I mean, they don't really go together. So maybe if I tried it with a different concealer, it would work better. And then the other two that I have are both from Maybelline. The first one is this is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. I am in the shade 310 Sun Beige. This is what it looks like. It is really full coverage. I think this one is $11.99 depending on where you get it. It does blend out pretty good. It covers really good. The coverage is amazing. It doesn't really last as long as I would like it to, but it does get the job done. And then the last drugstore that I have is the Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is for normal to oily skin. I'm in the shade 310 Sun Beige, the same as the other Maybelline foundation. This is what it looks like. This one, it does work pretty good. This shade is a little bit lighter for me right now just because I have gotten a little bit tanner. But yeah, I mean, it does work pretty good. It does help with your pores. And this one, you know, it does last pretty good too. And then the next foundations that I have are going to be high-end ones. Oh, and I think the Maybelline one, I think that one is like, I think I've gotten it for like $5 or $5.99 at Target. And then this one is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I'm in the shade Barcelona. This is what this one looks like. It does have a pump, so that's nice. I prefer pumps. But this one is $49. I really do like this one, but I feel like this shade tends to oxidize on me, so I'll get like little like orange circles that, I don't know, it just happens like after a few hours of wearing it. It's super weird, and I don't understand why it does that. And then what I've noticed is that it does, my nose gets really oily throughout the day with this one. So I haven't been reaching for this one, you know, since it does that. It's super weird. And then the next one is the Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation. This one is $42. And I'm in the shade 3.1. This is what this one looks like. It's weird because I was actually hesitant to try this one because it says that it's a hydrating foundation, but it's supposed to be 15-hour wear. It does last really long. But this shade, I think I need to get a new one because this one is a little bit orange for me. That's the only thing that sucks. Especially with my skin tone, I feel like sometimes I have to get like a lighter foundation because it will oxidize on me. And yeah, with this one, it does kind of oxidize, so yeah, it kind of sucks. And then the next one is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. This one is in the shade C4.5. This is what it looks like. It doesn't have a pump. It just looks like the top is the same as the Maybelline one. This one, I really do like this one. This is actually the one that I'm wearing today. It's super full coverage. This shade does not oxidize on me that much. I think the C category is more neutral compared to NC or NW, so that's why I wanted to get this one. But yeah, I mean, on the days if you want, you know, super full coverage, then you should definitely, you know, try this out. I mean, it's really amazing. And then, oh, I think this one is $28, I think. And then the next one is the Fenty Beauty Foundation. It's the Pro Filter. I'm in the shade 290. I think this one is a little bit too light for me right now, but I mean, this foundation, it pretty much will last you all day long. I remember one day I put it on at, I think, at like 7:30 in the morning before work. And then I even went out with my friends after, and it pretty much stayed, you know, the whole day. And it looked flawless even then. It does look super, super good in pictures too. This is what it looks like. Very, you know, sleek packaging. And I like glass bottles, so yeah, pretty much all my foundations have to be in glass bottles. And then we're going to talk about concealers. So again, I have a few drugstore options. The first one would be the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I have the shade Medium 30. I really do like this one. It blends out really good. It does have, you know, good coverage. It is a little bit watery. It's not too thick, I would say, but it does have nice coverage, and it's only $6, I think. And then the next one would be the LA Girl Pro Conceal. I'm in the shade Creamy Beige. This is what this one looks like. I got this one at Ulta, I think, because it was pretty hard to find. I remember seeing so many reviews on this one, and I really, really wanted to try it out, but I literally could never find it anywhere. And then I finally found it at an Ulta by my house. So yeah, this one, it works pretty good. It covers really good, so I do like this one. I forgot how much it is. It might be $5 or $6, but honestly, I have no idea. It's been a while since I bought it. And then the next three are high-end ones. So this is the Kylie Cosmetics Skin Concealer. I am in the shade Maple. I did get a lighter shade. It's kind of significantly a lot lighter than my foundation, but I do like to highlight with concealer, so, but this one is just hands down probably the best concealer I've ever tried. It is, to me, full coverage, not too thick, not too watery. It has, you know, a really good consistency, super easy to blend out. It doesn't dry down too quickly. I don't like it when concealers dry down too quickly. Just because, you know, it makes it, you have to work in sections, and, you know, you're trying to blend everything out before it dries down. So I really, really do like this one. It is, you know, a little bit hydrating, so it doesn't dry too much underneath your eyes. And this is what this one looks like. It is, I believe it's $20, but when I got it when she had it on sale, 2 for $30. So yeah, I really, really do like this concealer. And this one, I would say it's probably, the dupe for it would probably be the No Filter Concealer. I think they're actually made in the same factory, if I'm not mistaken. And then the next two, one is the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer. I'm in the shade Medium. Of course, I'm sure everybody knows about this concealer. It's really amazing. Super full coverage. It is a little bit thick. I really, really, really did like this concealer, but I got the Kylie Cosmetics concealer, and I pretty much started using that one every day. So I will reach for this sometimes, you know, when I want extra coverage. And I think this used to be $23, and then they upped it to $27. So it is kind of expensive. And then the last concealer, this one is the most expensive. It's $30, or no, $29. It's the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I use the shade Custard. Again, I like to highlight, so that, yeah, this is a pretty light shade for me. But this one, it is super super creamy. Does blend out really good. Not too drying, so it gets the job done. But of course, it's really expensive. I mean, it's more expensive than my MAC foundation, so definitely, I mean, if you wanted to save some money, I would definitely go with, you know, a cheaper alternative like the ColourPop or the LA Girl. But if you do want to splurge, then you should definitely splurge on this. And then for primers, it was really hard for me to find a drugstore primer that I really, really liked. I think I tried one from Maybelline and I didn't like it. It wasn't like the silicone one. I forgot what it is. It's like the Face Studio one, and I did not like it at all. But I do have the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. This is what it looks like. It's more of a silicone feel. I do like silicone-based primers. I just feel like I don't know. I just like the feel of them. It's really weird, but they do feel really nice. So it's just like a clear gel. It does smooth the look of like your pores and everything like that, and it's super, super smoothing. So I really, really like this one. And then I have the Benefit Professional. This is the Matte Rescue, so it's a gel. I only have a little bit left, so I don't want to take any of this out, but this is what the packaging looks like. I really do like this one, but I won't use it on all of my face. I just use it on my T-zone where I get the most oily. I'll just put it like on my nose, you know, on my chin, and a little bit on my forehead. So it is pretty nice. And then these two would probably be my favorite, but if I had to pick a favorite, it'd probably be the Dr. Brandt Pores No More. This is a little bit on the pricier side. This one is the travel size, and I think it was like 23, and the big size is like 42. And then this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer in the Pore Minimizing, so it's like in the purple tube. This one I think was 14, and then the bigger size is, I think it's almost $30. So these ones are definitely more expensive. I did get the travel sizes just because when I first use when I first want to test out a product, I like to use the travel size first because I don't want to invest on a big, you know, more expensive version of something and I don't like it. So I think that if you want to first, you know, try out a product, you should definitely just get the travel size just to see, you know, if you like it, or get a sample. But these ones, they are kind of the same in consistency. They are a little bit they have a little bit of like a silicone feel to it. But yeah, I mean, they both are super, super nice. I would say the Dr. Brandt Pores No More is probably a little bit better. But this one is a little bit cheaper, so it kind of just depends. You just have to see, you know, what works good for your skin. But the Dr. Brandt, it does absorb oil. It does mattify you, so it is super, super nice. And then we're going to talk about some powders. So the least expensive ones that I have would be the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. It doesn't come in translucent. I only really use translucent powders. I think that, you know, powders that have color to them, I feel like they make me look orange and they just make me oxidize, so I don't really like them. But this one, I'll pretty much just use it just like a light dusting all over my face. I forgot how much this one is, but I know it's inexpensive. This is in the shade Light Medium, so it just comes in like a little square container like that. It does mattify you. I haven't really worn it for extended period of time. I think the most I wore it was like for 8 hours, but it did get the job done. So this one's really good. And then the next would be the Airspun Loose Face Powder. And this is in the shade Translucent. This one, and I did use this one today. This one, I got it for, I think it was $5.67 at Walmart. Hands down, probably the most amazing powder that I've ever had between drugstore and high-end. I mean, you get a lot of it, like, I mean, a lot. I don't know if you can see how much this is, but it's a lot. Sorry if you just heard some cursing. My boyfriend's playing Fortnite out in the living room. But yeah, I mean, I use it to bake, and I use it all over my face. So it comes with a big powder puff, which I actually do like using. Pretty much keeps me matte throughout the day, especially on my nose, because that's the biggest problem area that I have. But this one, it's amazing. Oh my god, I just love it so much. It's great. And then for high end, I have two. I have the MAC Patrick Star Powder. I only have a little bit left. This one is translucent as well. This one pretty much holds up pretty much all day. I will have some oils that'll peek through in my nose with this one, but I mean, that's to be expected with pretty much any product that I use, you know, regardless of what, you know, combination I'm using on my day. Regardless of what combination of products that I'm using that day, my nose just tends to just get oily throughout the day. So, but this one, it is really nice, but I think that this one is $28. But I mean, it's super, super nice. And the next one is the Laura Mercier powder. This is just it's the translucent one, and this one is the travel size, and this one's 23. The big size is 38, so it's a little bit on the pricier side. It is nice, but what I will say, for me personally, when I've baked my under eyes, because I use a color corrector, I use an orange color corrector, and sometimes, like, after I've baked with this, I'll still see, like, orange kind of, like, peek through, and it's really annoying. And then sometimes this actually does dry out my under eyes. But what I've noticed is that I do like the Airspun powder a lot more. I feel like it definitely gets the job done. I mean, and you're getting all of this product for a little under $6, and the big size of this is 38. So I mean, I definitely feel that the Airspun powder is a lot better, just in my personal opinion. Um, especially when it comes to, you know, trying to control your oil. Yeah, this is definitely a lot better. And then the last products that I have are setting sprays. So the least expensive one, or drugstore, would be the ColourPop Amber Crystal Setting Spray. This one, it is $6. It's really tiny. This is what it looks like. It smells just like peaches. It smells amazing. I love the smell of peaches. But the only thing that sucks is if you use a lot of setting spray, like I do, like I use a pretty good amount. You will go through this really, really quickly. And you have to order it online. So it's like, I ended up using like a whole bottle within a few weeks. And then I had to order like 2 more like right away because, yeah, you're going to go through it really, really quickly. But, I mean, for $6, you can't beat that. It does help with oil production throughout the day a little bit. But I mean, you're going to have to touch up. So, but I mean, it's pretty good. And then the expensive one, this is the travel size, but this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I'm sure everybody knows about this one. I've actually never tried the version that's made for oily skin. I've just only tried this one. And this one, I've actually used it as a primer before. I just sprayed it on, you know, before I started my face makeup. And this one, it's amazing. It's probably one of the best setting sprays I've ever tried. But this one, it is $15, and then the bigger size is $30. And it's weird because I think Skindinavia makes them, and I remember I tried their the makeup primer spray and then the makeup setting spray, and I actually liked the Urban Decay one a lot better. I felt like it just made everything come together, and I felt like my makeup just looked flawless throughout the whole day. So yeah, this one, I mean, if you definitely want to splurge on a setting spray, then you should get this one. And then now we're going to talk about my favorites out of all of these. So if I had to pick a favorite out of foundations, I would probably have to say, I would say it's a tie between the Fenty Beauty and the MAC. This one I haven't reached for as much just because it's not my correct shade right now. But I would say that these, hands down, like, you'll just get they're super full coverage. You're going to get the most, you know, flawless finish. This one is probably a little bit more fuller coverage than this one, but I mean, they're pretty similar in price because I think this one is like $32 and this one's $27. So I mean, it's like a $5 difference. But I definitely feel like, yeah, these ones help the most with controlling oil and lasting all day. Because that's what, for me, I need a foundation that's going to be full coverage, I need it to last all day, and I need it to help control my oil. And I definitely feel like these two, they just do a really, really good job at all 3 of those things. And then I would say my favorite concealer has to be, hands down, the Kylie Cosmetics one. Like I said before, it doesn't dry on me, you know, make my under eyes dry. Blends out super good, and just the consistency, it's amazing. Like, I can't even describe it. Like, I love it so much. And then for a primer, I would probably say the Dr. Brandt Pores No More would probably be my favorite. I feel like it just makes my makeup last all day. I definitely feel like it helps minimize the look of my pores, because that's a big thing for me, especially on my nose. So this one, it just helps a lot. And I know it is expensive, but I mean, it does last a long time because a little goes a long way with primer. But I mean, this one's it's amazing. And then, for setting spray, I would say it probably has to be the All Nighter setting spray. It just works for me. You know, even regardless if it's cold or if it's hot, I mean, it literally lasts you all night. So it is super, super amazing. But, I mean, there is great drugstore alternatives, but just for me personally, I feel like those products just work the best. Like, I'll always reach for them. I'll always just want to wear them, you know, all the time. So, yeah, I definitely feel like those are some of the best products for oily skin. I will do a foundation routine just so you can see how I, you know, try to control my oils, and just some techniques that I do that I feel help with oil production throughout the day. And then, yeah, I'll also show you, you know, my contour, highlight, and then my color correcting routine. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it did help you, and thank you so much for watching.